Hello once again and welcome to the fourth round highlights from Poznań. These are the race 2 highlights of the round 4 of the Virtual Clio Series Season 3, sponsored by GamePod.co.uk, the longest running manufacturers of sim racing hardware in the world, as endorsed by drivers such as Andy Prio and Paul O'Neill. And here is the grid. This time it's Toby Davies who takes pole position at the head of the field. Second place was Chris Hack. Third place, Andrew Ware, and that's where he finished the last race. Fourth place, Gary Lennon, the winner of the last race, of course, in race 1. Can he do it again? Fifth place, Dan Allison. Sixth place, John Monroe. Seventh place, Miguel Nato. Eighth place is Francisco Villar. Ninth place, Darren Adams. And run at the top 10. Another slightly poor qualifying there for Chris Butcher, but away from the grid they go. It's a great start once again from Toby Davies. Away from the grid he goes. He set a scintillating pole position lap. And he's had a scintillating start also. Second place, Chris Hack. Third place is Gary Lennon. A good start for him. He's up from 4th to 3rd. As we watch Madizewski go around the first turn also. Now on board with Gary Lennon. He's already challenging Chris Hack. Chris, he's just having a small look. Chris is going deep. Chris is going deep. He is just locked up slightly under braking and through. He's going to go the Scot. Thank you very much, he says. And there in the background we've got plenty of action also. Here we are into turn 2. Here's James Johnson. What's going to happen to him? He's going to go straight off. Deary me, James. Where have you gone? He's disappeared. Oh, there he is. Doing a bit of farming. A bit of ploughing out the gravel. I'm sure the farmers around here will appreciate him trimming the grass for them. Now here is Karadek. Going straight off the track. Deary me. Stay on the track, Jordan. And through's going to go Gehagen. And Bjorn de Haas and Novi also close it in. Oh, it's all got very tight through there. De Haas looking for a gap up the inside of Karadek. Karadek looking to fight back on Gehagen. Now we've also got Novi trying to squeeze down the inside of de Haas. You don't get past de Haas quite that easily. And now de Haas has gone straight through on Jordan Karadek. Oh, in the background there, looked like David Carter going slightly off track. Indeed, it was David Carter. Karadek now down the inside once again of Bjorn de Haas. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is indeed. Nice pass there from Jordan Karadek. Oh, and James Johnson trying to fight back after that. Very poor off. Now here is leading the race. It's Hack. Leonard. Oh, Hack! Oh, Hack! I was going to say it's Hack. Leonard Davies is none anymore. Chris Hack has caught that bump, that nasty little bump that caught out Jack Keithley in Season 1. And it is a nasty bump indeed. And off he's gone. He's lost lots and lots of positions. Looks like he lost around about 10 or maybe 12, 13 positions. Down the inside is going Chris Butcher on Mike Bell. Here comes Monroe. Off goes Mike Bell. Looks like those two hooked wheels a little bit. Oh, bouncing across the grass going Mike Bell. Oh, you've got to get on the track slow enough for the next corner, Mike. Just about slows down. Now here is Augerklint and Demolin. Lukasz Demolin down the inside. Is he? Jonathan's giving him a bit of room. But Augerklint is fighting back. Ooh, bit of contact there. There's enough space there, boys. Calm down. Demolin decided to give a bit more room that time around. Very wide. Augerklint should be able to do the cutback. Yes, he is. Oh, easy, boys. Easy. Around the outside has gone Demolin in the next corner. Has the inside for here, but it's a very poor, hard corner without being a compromised line. Now side by side, still with Augerklint. Into this big bump here, where we saw Chris Hack go off, of course. And Augerklint has the position, I believe, just for now anyway. Here's Jayaji. He's 11th. He's right. Ooh! And there is that bump again. And when you combine the bump with hitting the back of another car and you're on the brakes, you'll go straight off. Does he have a puncher also? Looks like the car's struggling to get going. Looks like he may have a puncher, so that's going to be a ruined race for Giaggi. Look, a ruined front end there for James Johnson. Oh, it's a ruined front. It's a ruined roof for Jordan Karadek. Off in the foreground there also was David Carter, I think. Not quite sure what was going on there. Have to figure that one out. John Monroe now with Chris Butcher in close attendance. There's Darren Adams having a great run once again in that top 10. And John Monroe a little bit underwhelming in this race so far. It's Butcher who's taken the lead away. Here's Tom Novi and the wounded James Johnson. Oh, dearie me, Tom. Oh, he just about got the car slowed down. Oh, no harm, no foul. Look at that. James Johnson carries on. Everyone stayed on the track. De Haas profits. Everyone's a winner. Now here is the lead of the race. Lap 7 and 15. These are the two fought for the win last time around, of course. The two form guys this track. And Davis couldn't even see Gary Lennon for a second there. That's how close those two were together. Now here's Butcher, Monroe, and Darren Adams, of course. So all the usual faces here in both races. If you watch race 1, you'll know who the suspects are in race 2. And Monroe down the inside of Chris Butcher. That's a good pass. If he can stick it into the next turn, he should be able to. It's literally neck and neck, nose and nose. And it still is. Now, Butcher has the inside run. That gives Adams a bit of a run. Monroe has to slot in very quickly indeed. Who's going to try and pass who? It's Adams going to try and pass Monroe. And that will be a very good pass indeed as well. Great pass there from Adams. Waited for the opportunity and pounced. Now here's Bogdan and Bell. L just about managed to get the car slowed down, and on the inside squeeze the car in the space between the curb and the corner. Bogdan, really no need there for Bogdan to do that. And it results in Bell getting sideways, losing the position. Here comes Malizewski also. On his home track, of course. The pole alongside Lukasz Demelin. And Malizewski goes past Bell. Here is Butcher and Adams now. So they've dropped Monroe, as you can see. And Adams wants the position away from Butcher. Butcher's second in the championship, of course. Adams isn't respecting that at all. You might be second in the championship. You might have won races this season so far, but I'm having that position. Chris Butcher is also not accepting the fact that Adams wants that position, but of course, these two battling has allowed Monroe to close right up on them. Oh, Butcher's going off! Butcher's going off! Oh, Butcher's off! Monroe went deep also, and there goes Butcher bouncing across the grass, just about not hitting the barrier. Spectacular stuff. And now here is Butcher. He's back with another core racing car. It must be Petzold, of course, number 30, the other blue car, and Bogdan. Down the inside is going Butcher on Karen Madara. Bogdan, the Romanian, who's had a pole this season so far, of course, and led for quite a bit of the race at Lime Rock Park. But here it is, the battle for the lead, penultimate lap. Lennon on Davis. Will Lennon go around the outside? Surely not. Surely not. He's trying it. He's trying it, but Davis is not liking it, and he just eases Lennon onto the grass. And not is the answer to the surely not question. Now here's the battle for third place. Not seeing too much of this, but this is Waring and Allinson. Allinson making up for a poor first race. He's going to try around the outside of Andrew Wayne. This looks like the first turn. It looks like Allinson might make it stick. He's got enough of an overlap. Waring can't really push him out of the grass there. He's got that much of an overlap, and now, of course, Allinson has the inside for the next turn. The aptly named Devil's Smile. And through goes Allinson. Ooh, Waring just gives him a bit of a help along. Took my position, don't really like it, but there you go. Bogdan, Petzold and Butcher. There is Bogdan down the inside. A bit of a tap to Butcher, just a bit of a tap and another bit of a nudge. Just managed to fit his Clio into that space that Butcher left. Butcher's not happy, he's flashing his lights, and that's a big no-no. Now on board with Petzold watching this battle. Not quite sure what's going to happen here because Bogdan's on the inside, Butcher's on the outside. Petzold can profit from both of them, of course. Again, Butcher flashing his lights, not quite sure why. Bogdan's on the inside. Oh, and Butcher out of frustration just hits the back of Bogdan. And lets Petzold and Bell go through. All a bit silly, really. Now Petzold's going to get a run of Bogdan also. Bell, oh, almost got involved. Bogdan's going to lose the position to Petzold. Will he lose the position to Bell also? Number 32 on the outside there. The pink MTR cars, they're not pink just because they like that lurid colour. They are pink in support of breast cancer support, but there are nicer pinks in the world than that one, I have to admit. But here is the final lap of the race. Toby Davis is still leading. from Gary Lennon. Oh, Toby's wide. Toby's wide. He's dropped a wheel. He's dropped 4 wheels. He's dropped 4 wheels, and Lennon's through. Lennon is through. Lennon's going to take the lead of this race in the final sector of the race. He's just got 1 corner to go after this one, and here it is. Gary Lennon's going to win the second race here. It's a double race with Gary Lennon, and for want of using a cliche phrase, you wait for one and 2 come along at once and wins the TPS are clearly like that. Gary Lennon, after 105 races, had 0 wins in the TPS. After 107, he has 2. Well done to him, and he takes those 2 victories for Ice Cold Racing, of course, as well. Second place, Toby Davis, who will be disappointed with the 2 second places, but of course he has extended his championship lead. Third place, Dan Allison. Fourth place, Andrew Waring. Another strong result there for Waring and for Allison, of course. Fifth place, NATO. Sixth place, Darren Adams. A great result for him. Seventh place, John Monroe. Slightly underwhelming, but slightly disappointed with that. Eighth was Petzold. Ninth was Mike Bell. And round at the top 10 was the Romanian, Karamedaru Bogdan.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing. Puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number 1 on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.